We're talking about what Diddy should do with all his overstock lube.
Just
what do you think?
rebrand it. Just take the labels off and Diddy time lube it, and then put it on the internet.
But no one wants to buy it. I wouldn't want to buy it if Diddy was selling it.
A lot of people. It's a collector's item at this point.
I'm done supporting the diddling.
Yeah.
No, diddle.
Bad boys for life. Fuck that shit. You too bad, baby. You too bad. You too bad. You too bad, boy.
Someone would definitely sell a bottle of the fucking lube for like $1,000.
At least,
easily.
Dude, look.
No,
I don't want to.
I would pay $1,000 if the lube. It was like, yeah, somebody used this lube to hawk two of J-Lo's. Like, yeah, all right, I'll take this one.
All right, Andy. First, I'm gonna ask you. So, how was your experience so far here?
Awesome. Very cool to have a really one-on-one type instruction, and getting to go out to the shoal and see lots of fish yesterday was super cool, and just a really awesome environment to learn how to scuba dive in.
Awesome. So do you want to talk about your transition a little bit with me, and give some people some information on it?
Sure. Yeah. So I came out about 10 years ago, and I started initially socially transitioning, and then decided that I wanted to have top surgery, which was an incredible experience to be able to really transition my body into how I saw myself. And 10 years ago I would have never thought that I'd be in the Keys scuba diving. I started testosterone, and changed my name and my gender, and then I decided to go off of testosterone to have a kid, and I have a beautiful 4-year-old boy now, and then I resumed testosterone, and I've gotten to do a lot of things that I never would have thought that I would be able to do as a trans man, and yeah.
What's it like being a dad?
It's the most incredible experience that I've ever had. I never thought that I could love something or someone so much, and my little boy is the most energetic, most loving, the best decision I've ever made was having him.
So it was a long journey to get to where you are now.
Yeah, absolutely was. Between medically, socially, just emotionally dealing with the way that the world sees you, and coming to terms with it myself from things throughout the years that have been said to me because I'm trans, has definitely been a long journey, and thankfully I'm in a place now where it's not something that affects me day to day like it used to. Certain things still do, I'm still cautious around bathrooms, and taking my shirt off in a more public place is not always the easiest thing to do, because it makes it very visibly trans, but it's helpful to be around people who accept you for who you are, and nice.
If you got a problem, you just hear it from the horse's mouth right here. You got a problem, you can just come talk to me. If anybody has a problem, you just come talk to me. There's no fucking issue here. If you have an issue, you don't belong on this channel. You don't belong on the earth, but at least you don't belong on this channel. So fucking get over it and be inclusive and let's love people instead of being a dick.
Instagram is Run Swim Queer.
I love it.
And my TikTok is Seahorse Andy.
And your TikTok, they can kind of follow more of your journey on there.
Yeah, I don't post as much as I used to, but looking to get back into it. But I have talked a lot about being a trans dad, and Seahorse Dad is what our community calls it when you stop transitioning to have a kid as a man.
All right, last ocean dive today, and then you're going to be certified. Are you excited to be certified?
I'm super excited. I'm excited for another dive today. I'm excited to be certified so that I can dive other places, and just have a cool new skill under my belt.
What's up, guys? I'm Patty Mayo. Welcome back to the retreat. Everyone's down here eating breakfast, getting everything going for the day, doing our morning briefing. We're about to get on the boat and head out to American Shoal Lighthouse. And thanks for being back with us. If you are a veteran or a first responder, go to floridascuba.com. Coming here is completely free to you. Or, if you're into 5M, GTA, go to pattymayo.tv and join our GTA server. It's completely free and a fun place to be. I did not mean to rhyme that.
Larry's been a cop. He's an admin.
Yeah. But he's cool as hell, dude. I love fucking with him so much. I just see him. I was like, you don't have to wear the helmet anymore. You
Larry
graduated.
looks like Seth Green.
For real?
Yeah.
So who's
In
this
real
new
life,
guy?
he looks like Seth Green?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Richard.
I love
That's
it.
cool.
What's his name? Richard.
Richard E.
He's just a pain in the ass.
He used to be Rogue.
He's a menace, like intentionally a menace.
What's the plan? What's the plan with him? What do we gotta do to him?
Well, as soon as
Wait, is he with the gang? Is he
No.
He's a solo?
He was in
He used to
Grove.
be GSF.
He used to be GSF, so he's just independent.
And now he's just rolling around being a shit ass.
Oh, so he's just waiting for a gang to
Try to
take.
scoop him up.
Yeah, so he's.
What needs to happen is a gang needs to scoop him up and take him out in the ocean and have a chat with him about how he conducts himself in the city.
No, I have a good idea. Oh, here's what we do. Here's what we do. We make sure he knows that like there's a big score somewhere, right? He goes to get the big score, like maybe and set him up with like 2 gangs, and then have another gang come in, run his shit, and then bring him to KO and make him make cigars and make him like slave labor making his cigars. Yeah.
He's been telling me to do that to people for the last few days. I'm like, I'm not doing that.
I'll do it. I will 100% do it.
You'll
I'm not
100% make
kidnapping
people go in the
somebody
city
in
do
person.
that?
Oh yeah. Yeah, if there's shitbags in the city, I'll definitely take them to fucking KO.
I think
I have shit to do in KO anyway.
I think it's completely fair if you take him to KO and do that, but as long as in the RP, you somehow alerted the FIB. Because we're the only ones who have access to KO to go do it for a hostage rescue mission. So as long as you bring the police in it and they know that, like, hey, like, the FIB knows, like, there's a hostage rescue team or whatever. As long as you, like, put it in there that we can bring other people into it and then that person has a chance to, like.
You gotta give him a chance to get home.
Yeah, I think that would be perfect. Like, you bring him to KO, the FIB knows, they try to do a hostage rescue mission, which could be really cool for the police.
And really cool for the gang.
Yeah. You get slave labor, they gotta make the cigars and the tobacco on.
As the gang, you have to figure out, you have to plot, because you're gonna need a heli or a boat. Which one is safer?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do when you get to the mainland? Because real police are gonna be over there.
Yeah.
So
So, Trevor, do you run a gang in the city?
I do. I am the boss of the professionals. Currently, we're a gang of 2.
What happened to all your people? What happened? You had so many people.
There's an episode where I'm just bragging about how great you're doing, and you just disappointed us.
No, I did not disappoint you. So I have a daughter in the city. Her name is Onyx. And Onyx has had a very big problem with dating multiple people at the same time in the city and causing tensions. Actually ended my relationship with the O'Neills for quite a while. Like, we wouldn't even associate or talk. And she started sneak dating one of the guys in my gang behind all of our backs. And then the other guys in the gang found out about it, and they were pissed off because when it was time to go to work, they were sneaking off to go do date night in the city.
I think it's called a gangbang.
It wasn't, though.
It's a gangbang.
It should have been. So my 2 top guys
That's funny.
quit my gang and went and started their own thing because they didn't want to deal with her ever again.
So now there's
So now there's the Vagos that they turned into, but now I have Onyx and Steel trying to date and not understanding why I'm mad at them and like they don't understand. You guys fucked up my whole gang. You dropped a grenade and walked away and didn't clean up your mess. And they're like, well, whatever, we're here right now. And I'm like, no, we're not here right now.
If they left your family though.
They did. Onyx and Steel did.
Yeah, but the other guys did.
Yeah.
So they're a problem. Is the Madrazos is the rest of my Madrazos still around?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the Madrazos I know are probably limited on their time because it's just they're an RP gang to like we have an end scenario for you have an end scenario for them. I don't know. I don't know if me and you should be in the same gang or leaders of 2 gangs. That I think we'd probably be better for the city if we were leaders of 2 separate
Right. You and I
gangs.
together.
I agree with
is
that.
Too powerful.
It's too powerful. It's too much. It's too much.
Ain't nothing how powerful in a shooter scenario. Yeah, me and you on guns, like, they have nothing to worry about. It's the fact that I'll just bring out a minigun.
We'll shoot a lot of fucking bullets. I'm not guaranteeing any of them are going in the right direction or at the right people. So we don't want to do this in crowded areas.
So if you want to join this mess,
Yeah, come on down. There's definitely going to be a link down there. Also on all of the videos on my channel, there's links for the Discord. But go to pattymayo.tv, learn all about the city, join the Discord, come on in. If you want to be a gang member with me, the professionals, we own all the coolest shit in the city.
Yeah, I do my
Fucking
face
hands
separate.
down. We have
Yeah,
the
it's all
coolest
I
shit.
Zinc on my face.
Shut up.
There's plenty of room for you. It's all empty. Plenty of bedrooms.
About 17 bedrooms available right now. Listen, if you come in and join my gang, we could stay in separate houses and rotate and not see each other for about 10 days.
Scuba time.
What is the rule before we go to the boat?
Check all your gear. Make sure you have it. Physically touch it.
Physically touch your gear.
touch it. Where is it?
Currently you have that.
Yes.
And some boots. You have shoes on already?
Pins are on the boat. Mask is on the boat.
Are you sure?
Yes.
How sure are you?
I'll go check it and make sure.
We're gonna touch it
Never
before we
left.
leave.
Because you know what? Getting out to the dive site and realizing that you don't have a mask or you don't have fins
What's
Really,
makes for a long
Kills-
time of
kills the
sitting
dive.
on the boat while everybody else dives.
Or maybe your shoes don't fit in your fins. You know, maybe your shoes don't fit in your fins, and
Dude, what can I do? I got a lot bigger feet than Pat. What do you want me to do about it?
Test.
oh
That
man,
happened yesterday?
yes,
Well,
yes,
to
it
be
was.
fair, Chris was really upset about his phone yesterday, like a teenager.
Yeah, fuck Verizon.
a lot of people were very upset yesterday about the
You should
fucking
get
phone.
T-Mobile. You know why you should get T-Mobile instead of Verizon? Because T-Mobile is working with Starlink now.
Yep.
And no matter where you are in the ocean, wherever you're going to be, you'll be able to in your fucking airplane. You're going to be able to get cell service.
Everybody, even
have
all
T-Mobile, never have issues.
there's satellite now on the new iPhone 16.
But they're not working with Starlink. For the first year, T-Mobile is the only company that's working with Starlink for the first year. Then everybody else can bid.
Full Starlink, like web speed, internet speed, not cellular data speed.
I think that was like a real smooth transition from the small feet thing. You really changed the subject well there, Pat.
How about T-Mobile?
You want to talk about dick size or something? I can change the subject.
All right, let's go.
I'm looking for square groupers. Call me. now I'm getting now I'm getting investigated.
Yeah.
Hey, why is this package missing? Why do you got all this powdered sugar on your face?
You have a drink?
What are you talking about, Coast Guard? What are you doing? What are you talking about? Never did that. Never. I've never done it before. That's why I don't know how to act on it. I'm pretty sure you don't talk that fast, but hey,
Maybe you did.
I'm ready to learn, guys.
I feel like you would.
What if it made him actually function at normal human speed and only say the average amount of words an hour that a normal person speaks?
You think that's possible for Harvey?
Well, then I guess you guys are all buying. I'm gonna learn how to communicate better. This is the same way I would carry all these giant textbooks before all these kids.
If you had that many books, then how did you forget to get
What
so
are you even
smart?
talking about?
He's saying my PC weighs as much as his book bag when he was in high school. He's still talking?
Yeah. I'm Francine, dude. If I'm not complaining, what am I doing?
Today, Harvey will be diving.
Hell no.
No,
I'm
Harvey
good.
doesn't know it yet. He's gonna dive.
You guys don't even have a rig that fits me.
Oh, we weren't planning on giving you a rig.
Oh, so you're just ocean dubbing me?
Well, no. I mean,
You heard it here, folks.
we expect you to swim.
I've been
out of it.
fired officially, so they're getting rid of me.
Close to Cuba.
We're
Almost.
close, and we're closer
Yeah.
out there. See,
Yeah.
we're saving you some time.
Apparently, I didn't know anything about currents, but as long as I go further enough, I'll make it back. I'll make it back, guys.
In this cooler now, I pulled everything out of it.
I say we blame Chris.
I'm sure it's Chris's fault. Particularly.
He lost the mask.
Go, Chris.
All right.
owns it. You know, he always owns it when we accuse him of things.
because we're gonna make a
And that's
hashtag. We're gonna be a
respectable.
meme.
No, that's a blind one.
There's the mask.
The missing mask. Of course.
Well,
We said we had it.
Chris, in his natural habitat, on his phone.
It's working. It's working. Thank God.
All right, Chris, what did you think about the experience?
It's amazing out here, and amazing group of people.
No. What'd you really think about the retreat?
I
5-star review?
6. Done. Can't beat it. Best.
What's your impression?
I would have killed the.
Expectation of what I was gonna set up versus what I set up.
Oh well, the location, the pool, the house, unbelievable. I mean, I wish I would have gotten a full certification in a place like this. That's for damn sure.
But you remember when I first was gonna get that boat, you were like, "Oh, I don't know if that's gonna have enough space. I don't know if that's the right boat." You mean, rightfully so. Like, your job is to kind of like check me and like doubt me and play devil's advocate in business sometimes. But how do you think this worked out versus like how you maybe initially perceived it to be?
Yeah, I think with the small private groups that you have, it's perfect. Couldn't be better. The platform's awesome. Definitely.
And he enjoyed himself?
Hell yeah. It's crazy experience for him. He is beside himself. Like, the opportunity and the location, and yes. And the people doing the training as well. That's what made a huge difference, of course.
Did it feel organized
Oh yeah.
and
yeah.
like relaxed but structured?
Yeah, you got all your shit together and got all your checklists and doing everything right and not making it crazy at all, which might be a little hard for you though.
A little hard not to go nuts.
That's why we have that, so we can ram it into things.
I did my nuts years.
I mean, I have to say, scuba diving has a lot of rules and procedures and things you have to follow, and I was not thinking that was possible, but I'm impressed.
Thanks, Chris. So what we'll probably do is give Andy a limited certification or even have him come back. And the reason for that is we've met a lot of basic minimum requirements, but I think he needs more time in the ocean before he gets his full certification, because you have to be able to trust somebody to dive with, your family member after they get their cert. So we'll probably give him a limited certification based on what he did out here, where he can scuba dive, but has to be with a dive master or a dive instructor. And then once he gets like another 60 minutes underwater, then he'll be open water certified and be, safe to perform.
I grabbed his reg,
Yeah.
pulled it out of his mouth.
Yeah.
He bit down on the mouthpiece, and I fucking pulled the
I had the
mouthpiece off
mouthpiece.
the reg.
I had the mouthpiece. I'm like, you're not taking this that easy.
So I went to shove.
So the reason you don't want to do that
Cool.
is because if he needed emergency air,
Yeah.
then you just broke one of your
Well, I didn't
air
realize
sources.
I kept it in my mouth until I was like, oh shit, it came off.
I grabbed it and
But
pulled,
yeah.
and then I went to shove it in my mouth, and I was like,
We do that because we want to see that, show you that you don't want to fight.
Yeah.
You already have that second regulator. You don't know why they're taking it from you,
Yeah.
but you have a second. So take your second, put it in your mouth, and figure out if they're malicious or if they're or if
if they just
having
really needed fucking.
and,
Yeah,
if they're
yeah.
panic diver or whatever.
Yeah.
And if they're a panic diver and they're still going after you and you just have to drown them, you just have to drown them.
Yeah. I figured worst case we'd share the emergency one. If we couldn't get it figured out, we had some time.
I was like, this is.
I just shoved
I didn't know what was
the
happening.
nipple in my fucking mouth
Yeah,
for a minute,
yeah.
just so you could.
It came off pretty easy though. I didn't feel like I was biting that hard.
I pulled hard.
Yeah.
I pulled hard, so you definitely had it in there. And you notice when I grabbed it, I pawed your fucking mask and everything.
Yeah.
That's the shit that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
They're gonna, they're not just gonna gently grab your regulator.
Sure.
They're gonna fucking grab your mask.
Yeah.
It's gonna get full.
Oh, I'm almost at the battery. 5%. I definitely did not expect to be as exhausted as I am right now. I think we went overboard on the sand yesterday and felt like we just had way too much energy. But after getting, 3 students for 2 days, I am way more exhausted than I thought, so I'm gonna take a power nap. And I know Chris and Andy are taking off to head towards Miami at 3 o'clock, so I'm gonna say my goodbyes now so I can nap. And then maybe we'll get Chad in the water later. I don't know. Depends if I wake up. Oh, hello.
We were watching the video from yesterday.
Yeah, you were.
What?
All right.
Looked like a cuddle puddle in there.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for
Appreciate all the help.
Good to see you. Safe travels back.
Thank you.
I don't say shit to you.
Yeah.
Safe travels back. It was awesome.
Thank you. You too.
Hope you had a good time.
I did.
Good.
Lots of fun.
Good. Chad, you get to stick around for a little bit longer?
Yep.
Awesome.
We'll
Nice.
Nice.
we're gonna get some work done and do a little power nap, and then maybe like 3:30. If you got energy, if we get energy, we'll go out there and do some full face mask stuff
Perfect.
in the pool, and then maybe we can get you in a full face tomorrow for the dive.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
Yeah. For dive number 2, after he's open water certified, then just slap on the certification right away. Right away. That's what you should do.
You need deep diver nitrox and full face.
Yeah. What?
That's what you need.
I saw your meltdown in online yesterday.
Yeah, it was okay. It wasn't. Could have gone bigger.
It wasn't the top 10 Patty meltdown.
I could have gone bigger.
You've seen worse, Chris.
Yeah. Did you get the throwing of the hose?
No.
That was
kinda,
it was such a great,
I know.
like a major grunt.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
Since
Fucking hard. He misses all the good parts.
He was running and hiding at that point. He was like, I'm out.
I think he put the camera down and went inside.
Yeah. Well, Chad is finishing his open water instruction, and we're going to get him in the pool and start to introduce him to a full face mask, which he's pretty familiar with already from, firefighting and stuff, so it shouldn't be really that much of a deal. If he has a problem with this, the dude's a pussy. We have an air screw here, so we can loosen it, and it allows us when we're at the surface to get some more ambient air in there, so we're not always sucking down our air, and we don't have to take it on and off, especially if we're in like a cold environment. We want to stay warm and cozy inside our dry suit and our mask. Now when we take this down up to about 1 atmosphere, this is not going to leak. So if you forget to do this, you're only going to notice it at about 12 feet or when you tip your head this way. Okay. So when we do the mask clearing drill one of the things I'll have you do is flood your mask using this, tilting your head to the right. That's one way to flood it. And then obviously taking the mask up, breaking the seal is another way to flood it. Okay. So all we do is we break the bottom seal, and instead of using our nose to provide air into our mask, we don't need our nose anymore because we're already inside it. Mm-hmm. All we need to do is just press this button, bring the seal up just a little bit. You don't even need to bring it off your face. For training, we'll bring it off your face. But once you break the seal, it's going to flush out all that water really quick. Within about a second, you can just feel it coming off your nose and everything. Cool. There's a quick disconnect button in here that we'll train for an entanglement with. Because you see all these extra things. This is all stuff hooks and everything can get caught on. There's a red button in here. Mm-hmm. All we need to do is depress that and wiggle our regulator out. Okay. And then if our regulator isn't clicked into position or we have a failure inside either one of these 2 points here, so before you dive, or not every single time obviously, but as often as you can, see these 2 springs in here, you want to stick your finger in there and just articulate those springs so that we know that they're going to bounce back into place when we click the mask in, and if they need to get replaced, that's what's going to get messed up on here. Or if you see any erosion or damage in this port or on the back of any of these ports. Okay. So minor scrapes, that's fine, but there's an O-ring here that's really important. Mm-hmm. Obviously we want to make sure that there's no dust and sand likes to get inside this O-ring, so super important to make sure that that's nice and clear. It has a little label on it that says top, in case you do ever get confused, which is this always looks the same. Mm-hmm. And you can breathe off this as normal, but you really got to suck it like a pickle.
You see it.
Okay. You really got to pickle smooch it. Other than that, it's a super easy mask to use. We won't get into the buddy phone system just yet, just because it's more just going to take your mind off it, because it's this is all about press 1 for channel 2, and 2 beeps means this, and 3 taps means that, and it's easy.
You're gonna get entangled by Patty Mayo.
So the first drill, we have our mask on. We're gonna open our port when we get at the bottom of the pool. We're gonna open our port. We're gonna lean our head, and we're gonna fill our water up this much of the way. So we're gonna have that complete obstruction going on, right? We're gonna close the port, purge, and lift.
Okay.
Bring it down. Okay. Second one we're gonna do, we're gonna keep our straps exactly the way that they are. We're gonna take our mask off, partially, put it back on, purge, and clear it.
Okay.
Then we're gonna take our mask, take it completely off, take our secondary mask, take our spare air, take our mask, put our mask on, clear that mask, okay? Take that mask off, or keep that mask on during this part. Place this either on the back of your hand or on the front of your hand so that the mask is hanging like this and you can feel that it's in the right position in case you are blind, right? Take that, put our thumb on the back strap. Make sure we get that snug fit. And boom. And what I want you to do, don't worry about your straps. I want you to press in and purge.
Okay.
Then if you have to adjust your straps from there.
But readjust, get air flowing again.
Right.
And then worry about straps.
Right.
Fine.
The last thing that we'll do, we'll come up after some of these. Last thing we'll do is we'll do an entanglement. So I'll have the back of your mask kind of pulled, and you're going to figure out what do I have to do to get this mask off. So we're going to just loosen our straps up as much as we have to. Get our, and have our spare air ready. Boom. As soon as I'm breaking here. So I don't need to wait. If I'm in an entanglement situation, I don't need to wait till here. All I need is this. I need mouth right now, right? Boom, I got my mouth. Okay, give me my mouth. Because as soon as I'm ready to break this seal, but also I want to make sure I'm ready to break that seal. Okay, I'm ready. I got it. I'm ready. Break that seal. It's in my mouth. Okay. Okay, it's in my mouth. Get that shit out of the way. Okay, where's my mask? My mask. Okay, mask is on. All right. This is in an awkward position. All right, let me reach up in here. Let me find my button. Release my button. The regulator comes with me. This detaches. Okay, now I can look. Can I recover my equipment or not? All right, guys, that is going to do it for today. Chris and Andy are on their way to Miami. Chad's hanging out with us still for another day. We're going to go bomb something cool tomorrow. If we can find something cool to go bomb, like a little wreck or something. And thanks for being with us each day. Remember, if you're a veteran or first responder, come out to the Veterans Retreat. It's completely free to you. Just go to floridascuba.com. I'm Patty Mayo. We'll see you tomorrow.